Now, to officially begin this grand celebration, I'd like to invite on stage the heart and soul behind tonight's event, our Sunraysia Indian Association Management Committee members and guests. Let's welcome them with a very warm round of applause as they make their way up for the ceremonial lamplighting. Patron Mrs. Manjeet Kaur, President Dr. Anthony Parakal, Vice President Mr. Baljinder Singh Sandhu, Secretary Mr. Norton Anthony, Treasurer Mr. Shashank Hardar. Please, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight's celebration wouldn't be complete without the presence of some truly special people, our distinguished guests, who have always inspired, supported, and stood behind our community, beside our community in every endeavor. Amidst a thunderous applause, let us welcome on stage Dr. N. Webster, member for Mildura. Welcome. Helen Healy, Mayor, Mildura Rural City Council. Helen Healy. Hey, Alia, how are you? Namaste. Daniel Linklater, Mayor, Wentworthshire. And thank you, Mr. Linklater. Namaste. And of course, we now have Kaushalya Waghela, the former first MP in Australia from Indian background. Welcome her with a great round of applause, please. Welcome. I would now like to request our president. We're going to wait for a nice picture. And I would now like to request our president, Dr. Anthony Parakal, to guide our guests to do the inaugural lamplighting, please. As the flames rise and merge, so do our hopes and spirits. The lighting of the lamp marks the beginning of this evening of radiance and unity. May each spark remind us to bring light to every corner of our world through compassion, courage, and kindness. Let the glow of the sacred flame guide us all towards peace and harmony. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear some guiding voices who made tonight possible. I would please like to request our Sunraysia Indian Association President, Dr. Anthony Parakal, to please share a few words with us. Dr. Parakal, please.
Good evening, everyone. It's my great privilege and honor to welcome every one of you today to the celebrations of Diwali, the Festival of Lights. I would like to start with welcoming the chief guests and Helen, Daniel, and Kaushalya. Then our dearest committee members for the backbone of our association. Dear sponsors, without whom this function wouldn't happen. Our supporting crew, who have worked tirelessly to make this day happen, and our performers, whom you are anxiously waiting to see, and of course you, the wonderful audience. Welcome, one and all. Diwali symbolizes the victory of good over evil, light over darkness, knowledge over ignorance. It's a celebration of joyful gatherings and new beginnings. Everyone relates differently to Diwali. Some like the colors, the lights, and the fireworks, especially the children. Others enjoy dressing up, the food, and the dancing. In Mildura, we take this opportunity to gather all the communities and come together as one family and celebrate. We get to showcase our culture and pass it on to our next generation. On behalf of the Sunraysia Indian Association, I wish you all prosperity, peace, and happiness, and hope you have a wonderful night tonight. Thank you. Happy Diwali.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anthony, for your inspiring words. And now it's time to welcome and request Dr. Webster to share a few words with us, please. Dr. Webster, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. It is an absolute delight to be here again to celebrate and be part of the Diwali festival. The wonderful thing about the multicultural country that we are is that we get to experience the culture, in this case in Indian culture, and what a rich experience for those of us who come from Australia and enjoy barbecues, and we're quite simple, but the colour, the dance, I remember from last year just how magical it really is, Rena, so I agree with you. I just want to say thank you for choosing Sunraysia as your home. I want to say thank you for bringing your skills, whether it's business skills, whether it's health, whether it's education, whatever it is that you are bringing to Sunraysia, we thank you. We are so delighted to share this region with you, and I love the meaning of Diwali, the unity, the fellowship, the joy, the light that Diwali is all about. So it is my delight to be here, and my husband Philip is here as well tonight, and we're really happy to share it with you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Webster, for your continued support to our community at all times. Thank you so much. And may I now request Helen Healy, Mayor of Mildura Rural City Council, to share her thoughts with us, please. Helen Healy.
There are MCs and there are MCs. Isn't she amazing? I would like to acknowledge the First Peoples of the land that we celebrate on tonight, who have been for thousands and thousands of years celebrating culture just as we are. I'd also like to recognise that in the room tonight we have our Deputy Mayor, Ali Kappa, and Councillors Jodie Ewing and Councillor Katie Clements. A number of years ago, just before the pandemic hit the world, I was studying in India as part of my Masters in Cultural Leadership, and I was very lucky to work with a company in Delhi called Teamwork Arts, led up by Sanjoy Roy, and that was, they deliver cultural events all over the world, and none of them are any better than what we're about to see tonight. I also worked with them in Jaipur on the Jaipur Literary Festival and was very honoured to meet many famous Indian authors. And just this afternoon I was with my book club looking at a new work by Arundhati Roy, who won the Booker for her her book The God of Small Things, and we were reading her latest book called Mother Mary Comes to Me. And I was thinking in reading these books and thinking about my experience working in Delhi and Jaipur, and then spending a month in Kerala, in blessed, beautiful Kerala. And I was thinking about the Indian culture that I got to experience over those 3 months, and how you in our community have brought the best of your culture to share with us, and how grateful we are, and how this multiculturalism that Anne Webster referred to, this is who we are, and your cultural offerings and generosity actually contribute to our broad multicultural community, this story that we're all gathering to define who we are as Australians. I'm really proud to be invited. Over my time as a counsellor, I've made many beautiful friends within the Sunraysia Indian community. I've been invited into homes and had people in my home, so I feel my cup overflows with the generosity and the beautiful cultural sharings that you generously have invited me into. I think there is no better time in the world today to be celebrating light over darkness and knowledge over ignorance. So I join with you in this beautiful celebration tonight. I'm very excited about all the dancing and the colour, and I've got my earplugs ready for the 110 decibels coming with the drummers. But I just reach out and say happy Diwali to you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Helen. Thank you so very much. Your encouragement and your presence in our so many gatherings that you've shown is really inspiring and very, very motivating, you know. Thank you so very much. And may I now invite Mr. Linklater to please share his thoughts with us. Thank you. Mr. Linklater, please.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Mayor Healy, Dr. Webster MP, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Thank you for your kind invitation again to join you this evening as we celebrate one of the most beautiful and meaningful festivals in the world, Diwali, Festival of Lights. Of course, Diwali is more than just fireworks, lollies and lamps. It's a celebration of the triumph of light over darkness, good over evil, and hope over despair. And don't we need that more than ever around the world at this time? We're fortunate that here in Australia, in Mildura, we can come together freely to reflect, renew and reconnect with our families, communities and our shared values. Here in Mildura and Wentworth region, we're incredibly fortunate. We're surrounded by natural beauty and a part of a vibrant community that welcomes and celebrates many cultures, languages and traditions. Diwali is a perfect example of this, where people of all backgrounds come together in joy, friendship and mutual respect. Tonight, as we light dyers and lanterns, we're reminded that even the smallest light can shine in the darkest of times, that light lives in all of us. It's symbolic of our common desire to be our best selves, to attain the highest version of what we could be. This concept of supporting our neighbours, of lifting each other up, of building bridges across cultures and generations is almost universal across peoples and faiths, including my own. Diwali also reminds us of the importance of gratitude for family, for peace, and for the many opportunities we have in this magnificent country, Australia. People have come from all four corners of the globe to make Mildura Wentworth their home, bringing with them the rich traditions and strong spirit of resilience. Your contributions have helped shape this region into the dynamic place it is today. So tonight, let us celebrate the richness of Indian heritage and embrace the diversity that makes our region shine even brighter. Thank you to the Sunraysia Indian Association, to all of the performers in your beautiful outfits, the volunteers that make this festival such a success. Thank you and happy Diwali. And on indulgence, MC, I just want to mention some news hot off the press. Mayor Healy and I have just this evening inked an invitation to Mr. Gurdat Singh Saikon, member of the Legislative Assembly in the great Indian state of Punjab, and a delegation, and we've invited them to come out and visit us early next year, so we're really looking forward to that. I was very privileged to spend some time in Faridkot roughly this time last year. It was a fantastic experience and we're very much looking forward to reciprocating and hosting a delegation from India in this region next year. So thank you and happy Diwali again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Linklater. Thank you so much. It really, really feels very good, and the way you have in-depth, understanding of what Diwali stands for. Thank you so much. And I would now like to invite Mrs. Kaushalya Vaghela to please share a few words with us.
Good evening, everyone. Namaste. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land on which we have gathered today and pay my respects to the elders past, present, and emerging. I would also like to acknowledge a member for Mildura, Dr. Webster, both the mayors, and all the elected officials who are present over here amongst the crowd. I'm particularly very thankful to the executive committee members of Sunraysia Indian Association. What a beautiful way to start Diwali celebration. I know Diwali is still few weeks away, but what a great start. I must say, Mayor Haley mentioned that she has probably seen many MCs, but I have to agree with you that the MC who we have over here tonight is one of the best. I have to agree with that. And Dr. Webster, and both the elected officials, I must also say that you are very fortunate to represent this region. It's a beautiful region, and the beautiful community that you have over here. I traveled today from Melbourne. It took me 6 hours, but the person who was traveling with me, I said, it is very therapeutic. Just looking outside, I didn't have to meditate. It was just a form of meditation for me. So you guys are very, very fortunate to represent this beautiful region. I have been here once, when I was a member of parliament. We used to have parliamentary committee hearings, and I have traveled and visited Mildura once. And when I was invited at a short notice, and as soon as I heard Mildura, I said, I have to go. I can't not go when I hear Mildura. So I'm really thankful to the committee and the organization to invite me. As they say, Diwali is a festival of light, and it symbolizes a knowledge over ignorance. What we are trying to display over here is what truly multiculturalism is. It's not just celebrating Diwali with just Indians only. We are celebrating with so many members of different other communities. And I think that is a representation of multiculturalism in my mind. So I really get excited when I see events like this celebrated not just with Indians only, but to include the wider community. And I come from a small town, so I understand how the close-knit communities are in towns like Mildura, and it's really good to see that. And events like this, they don't happen automatically. So much time, effort, energy goes into this, and I'm sure many people have volunteered so many hours for this event. I'm thankful to them, and I'm looking forward to see so many performances. So many people have, again, put so much time in preparing for that. So I'm just going to sit and enjoy that. I hope you all stay behind and have a good evening, and Shubh Diwali to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. And I'm so glad that you really like the Mildura region, and the drive was very helpful for you. Okay. Thank you so much.